Rogers was 14 years old when she was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Following brain surgery, she developed a syndrome called cerebellar mutism. Local 3's Brianna McLean shares how Carrie continues to overcome the lingering side effects she has to this day and how she's using her disability for good.
Carrie Rogers is a typical 24-year-old woman. She loves reading, spending time with her family, and she just graduated with her bachelor's degree in sociology from Northern Michigan University. But getting to where she is today has been a journey full of challenges, which started when she was just a young girl.
For me, the first sign was dizzy spells. I remember particularly going to social events and trying to play with other kids and having to stop because I felt so strange. And not long after that, I started having problems with looking at certain pictures and using certain filters with photo editing software. Even listening to certain music made me feel sick.
After first being diagnosed by doctors with vertigo and excess stomach acid, Carrie says she had a gut feeling that it was more than just that.
Even after that, I think I was going through a little bit of self-denial where I knew something was wrong, but I just kind of was too scared to think of it.
As her symptoms continued to worsen, particularly with her vision, Carrie's mom took her to an ophthalmologist.
And the eye doctor, I'd gotten pretty used to all the eye doctor's appointments because I had weak eye muscles from when I was little. So I kind of didn't really think they'd find anything that wasn't related to that. I just thought maybe I'd need a stronger prescription or something. But the eye doctor I saw said that they wanted another eye doctor's opinion. And that eye doctor did a test on my eyes to check the eye pressures and noticed that they were way too high.
Carrie was then sent to have an MRI test done.
When they did the MRI, I expected they'd come back and say, we'll get back to you in a couple days. Instead, the neurosurgeon said, you need to get down, are you going to Green Bay or are you going to Ann Arbor? And I'm thinking, what on earth? And he said she needs to have brain surgery. There's a tumor pressing on her optic nerves, and it's really big.
I kind of was just in a really bad place, feeling very helpless and just really, I guess, in a state of shock. I felt like everything I was seeing was kind of like the last time I'd be seeing it.
Carrie underwent a 14-hour brain surgery at C.S. Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor.
It went fine. The surgeon got everything and said it wasn't cancerous. And so I kind of think my parents thought I was out of the woods with that. And I remember waking up after surgery and everything was fine. I just was really tired.
Prior to the surgery, Carrie's parents were made aware of a possible complication following the surgery called cerebellar mutism syndrome. This was due to the fact that Carrie's tumor was embedded in the cerebellum and in the brainstem.
And for a week, everything was good. And then all of a sudden, cerebellar mutism set in, and it stripped her of everything.
According to St. Jude Children's Hospital, posterior fossa syndrome, also called cerebellar mutism syndrome, sometimes develops after surgery to remove a brain tumor in the posterior fossa. Postoperative cerebellar mutism syndrome ranges from 7% to 50% of children after posterior fossa surgery. Children may have problems with communication, motor skills, and mood.
Look at you, Carrie. Her whole body had lost all function. She couldn't do anything on her own, which was a really, really scary thing to see. As a parent, you don't know what the future holds for your child now. And because the condition isn't well known, you can't be prepared well. It's a day-by-day experience and hoping and praying that things will get better and that she'll come out on the other side.
Over the next several months, Carrie went through occupational, physical, and speech therapy at the hospital.
I really focused a lot, the physical therapy was mostly trying to get me to move around, even just to sit up at that point. The one I remember most vividly is my time in speech therapy. I remember a lot of it was centered around getting me to talk again and getting me to swallow hard foods.
When Carrie returned home following her surgery, she spent years of her life in therapy relearning these skills she once had. And to this day, Carrie still has lingering side effects from the surgery she had when she was 14.
Right now, the biggest thing for me is balance. So I don't have to use a walker all the time. I really hope to eventually get to a cane and then hopefully nothing at all, ideally. But it's the balance that's still the problem. And then I think probably my speech, and then when I had my surgery, half of my face stopped working. So there's still lingering things about that, where it's my smile is a bit crooked and stuff, which I hope eventually resolves itself.
Despite these challenges, Carrie has never allowed them to stop her from going to college and chasing her dreams. Carrie will begin her master's degree in social work at NMU in the fall. She continues to be a disabilities advocate and is part of the group Diversity and Disability on campus.
Feeling so grateful that she is determined and she is a fighter, because I can see myself in that situation. I don't know if I could have been as strong to get to where she's gotten, to her ambitions, to graduate from college, to graduate from high school, college, and looking into the future, and such a bright future. And I just admire her. I just feel like we were blessed by her.
A quote that I really love is that there is no greater disability in society than the inability to see a person as more.
In Marquette, Brianna McLean, Local 3 News.